Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing NFL Week 8, and right now we are doing a regular call with Mr. Controversy when it comes to football handicapping. People love to take shots at this guy, and he's actually had a losing record overall in our videos this year. Tiny sample size, though. The Shark from VegasKillers.com. The Shark, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Peter.
All right, The Shark, this last week in the NFL, I killed it. I went like 17-7, which means that I won almost $100. Not quite 100, but almost $100 with that 17-7 record. So not too shabby there, right, Shark?
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I always like to walk away with cash, Peter.
Yeah, cash is cash. So how'd you do last week, Shark?
2-1, my friend. 2-1.
Nice.
Took a loss Thursday night on the Jets Patriots. We teased it. Teased it with the under 51. They hit 52. But came back strong over the weekend. So, yeah, it worked out well. Last night's Houston over 20.5. Barely hit, backdoor action there, but whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, Broncos 49ers Sunday night. I mean, that was a gift over. I mean, to put that line at under 50 was ridiculous. But yeah, all in all, it was a good weekend. Great weekend, actually.
All right, that's awesome. If you went 2-1 last week, that means you must have won like 12 or 13 bucks at least.
I did a 30 grand, I believe, 20 grand last night, 20 grand Thursday night. So about 28 all day.
Unfriggin' believable. The guy goes 2-1, comes out with 30 grand of unbelievable. I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yes, I am jealous, but that's all right. Okay, The Shark. And before we get to this, game Indy Pitt here that we're going to analyze with you that you picked. Let's just address some people had some issues. Well, people always have issues with your dress. I mean, right now you look sharp as hell. I didn't even quite notice that. Nice, crisp shirt. And a nice jacket. You look really good in black. Sometimes, though, you look like sometimes you look like you were just on prison work release or something like that. And at other times, you look like you're living in a really nice, like, mountain estate. And other times, you look like you have a $20 painting hanging behind your head. Today is one of those days. You want to address the people who slam your surroundings and your dress at times?
Yeah, someone said that I stole this painting from an Applebee's. That's not true. I bought this for $30.
Okay.
Later at Chili's, just so you know. It is bought and paid for, and high priced in some circles.
Look, the truth of the matter is, many of the professional gamblers I know, even ones who are successful and have made millions, still they see every dollar as part of their bankroll. Everything is positive EV or negative EV, and doing things like buying nice clothes or like buying a painting, even for 30 bucks, is still, in their eyes, a negative EV thing to do, and maybe that's just how you are.
Peter, I'm going somewhere. I don't even dress like this. I'm headed out somewhere right after this interview, and that's the only reason you would ever be in this kind of attire. Normally, T-shirt, shorts, buddy.
Okay, well, all we care about is good advice and winners. Long term, you have been quite good in our videos. This year, though, a little bit down in the small sample size. Indy Pitt is your game this week, and right now, Pitt is a 2.5 or 3-point home underdog. Totals 48.5 or 49. And I don't know, look, I've been on the public side of a bunch of Indianapolis games this year, but they've covered. And Indianapolis has been a money-making machine, right? They've now covered 5 in a row. Is this a spot for a ATS regression for Indy? I don't know. I'm kind of liking Indy minus 2.5. I know it's an obvious thing to do, but Pitt's coming off a short week. They did, win and cover against Houston, but they did get a little bit, of that fluky explosion of scoring at the end of the first half that basically settled that game. Indy, can they do it away from home? You know, they haven't really been tested. They did have a win and cover against Houston, but that one was also a little bit dicey at the end, so they got a little bit lucky there. So it's not a slam dunk, but I got to think Indy minus 2.5 is a side. What do you think, Shark?
That's actually what I'm thinking. I might even end up releasing it to my premium members. It's way too early in the week to do anything like that right now, but yeah, I mean, where we're sitting right now, think about what you have. The only thing we're missing is the injury report and the weather forecast. Reggie Wayne went out. He had an MRI today. They say he's still going to miss a couple games, even though he is supposedly fine from his MRI. And Trent Richardson is another one we're still waiting on. He had an MRI today, so we're not positive there whether either one of those guys are going to play. But honestly, I think that the guys they have are going to be fine without them. It is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's on a short week. Keep in mind next week they got Baltimore. So could be a spot where they're looking ahead. They were getting slaughtered last night when Houston literally gave them the game.
Yeah.
It was 15-3 at the 2-minute warning of the first half. First half ended 24-13 Pittsburgh. I mean, that doesn't happen without a little bit of luck. Todd Haley is questionable at best. That offense put together one drive that went more than 10 plays. And with his dink and dunk offense, you're going to need more than 10 plays a lot of times to drive down the field. And that drive only produced a field goal. Mm-hmm. Even whenever they had the ball off of a turnover, he calls a play where he lets his receiver throw the ball. It worked, but I mean, really, like that's the play. Like you get down into your opponent's, inside their 10, and you let your best receiver throw the ball. I don't like them. I don't think that they're a good team. I don't think they're in a good place. I think that they feel like they kind of won the Super Bowl last night, and I really think that they'll be looking forward to Baltimore. I think Indy is about as solid as they come, and they should win this game by double digits.
All right, my only question is, Indy's been rolling at home, obviously. On the road, they've still done well, but a little bit dicier. Like I said, they got a little bit lucky in their win and cover against Houston. Do you think that we take a little bit off of the edge we give Indy because they're on the road and not playing indoors?
No, they built that 24-0 lead against Houston.
Right, sure.
That was a real lead. That wasn't one that just was given to them. They built that. It was one of those things, too, where you get up too much type of deal, where it happens more in basketball than it does football, but there is such thing as being up by too much.
Sure.
Too early in a game, and that was a great example of it. I actually had them that game, and I remember thinking that. I was like, this thing is only in the second quarter. I mean, they take a couple drives off, Houston scores, and sure enough, as I'm thinking that's what starts to happen, and Houston got right back into that game. They're not a bad offense. They're a quarterback away from being a good offense, Houston is. So to give up that lead to them at home, it's a division opponent. I really don't hold that against them too much.
D-Shark from VegasGoes.com. I can't disagree with you. I'll be interested to see where the action comes in on this one, both sharp and public, and where this line moves. If it does, right now 2.5 and 3 is the widely available number here. So D-Shark recommending a play on Indianapolis -2.5. Thanks so much, D-Shark.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.